ID card. Something with your name on it.
Okay, I work here, sir.
Turn around.
I work.
Stand up and turn around.
Okay, I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back.
This is Officer Daniel Rippeon. He's only been on the department less than 3 years, and this is the attitude that he has. I want you to review the charging affidavit. You can pause it here, and then we're going to watch the video. Imagine it's 10 o'clock, you get off of work, and at 10:06, the cops are rolling up on you, ready to arrest you. That's what's happening here with Mr. Wirt. He just got off at CVS, and Officer Rippeon, which you've seen in other videos, is going to do this.
What's going on with you? ID card. Something with your name on it. 6K93 Central?
That's my ride. I'm going to go ahead and go.
No, you're not. Can you start me another unit, please?
I didn't break any laws. I didn't break any laws, sir. So.
Stop, dude. You can make an emergency, please. I got one resisting.
Sir, I work here, sir. I just got off work. You don't believe me?
Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
I work.
Stand up and turn around.
Okay, I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
Supposedly, Officer Rippeon is a military veteran.
Don't move. If you move, there's a canine in my car. You're gonna get dog bit.
I wasn't.
Stop moving your hands.
In Florida, you're required to provide the subject the right to be able to dispel the belief that there's loitering and prowling. And in order to do this, the officer is required, under the case State versus Ecker in the Florida Supreme Court, that you must provide Miranda warnings before questioning. Officer Rippeon fails to even do this. The fact that he started his body camera late, we don't know what he said. But due to his attitude, I don't think that he's following the law here, because if you actually read Miranda warnings from the card, it takes about 30 seconds. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. And then you also have to read the waiver. Do you understand these rights as I have explained to you? Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions now? And then you wait for a response.
Who is that? Is that person related to you?
No, that's my Lyft. Can you just let them know that it's $20?
Dude,
it's $40.
I asked, okay, I pull up. Let's recap everything.
All right.
So I pull up, I see you sitting there, and then all of a sudden I'm pulling up, you're hiding behind the pillars of a closed business. How's that look, dude?
Well, you say hiding, I just got up and
dude,
took a walk.
but just look from my, it's a closed business.
And he doesn't even let him
I
speak.
pull up, you're hiding behind the pillars. It looks strange. Does that look weird? Does that sound weird to you?
You say
and then
hiding.
listen,
Okay,
and then I tell you you're detained.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're gonna leave.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
Then you were resisting.
Okay. I apologize. You say hiding. I just got up and put my hoodie on. That's all I did.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God, I work here. Well, what time is it? Can you tell me what time it is? Just tell me what time it is. I get it.
What's your name?
Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name is Mike.
Wow.
He's not conducting a proper investigation here and violating this man's rights. And Paul is doing everything that he can to uphold his own rights of Fourth Amendment for unreasonable searches and seizures.
I'm your ride. This is my ride. Just 1 second.
No. I'll talk to him for a second. Hey, you're good to go. He doesn't need a ride anymore. I'm gonna give him one. I said he called a Lyft or something, I think.
Yeah, we're on the left.
Yeah, I got one for him. So you're free to go.
Yeah.
They've got to tell their story multiple times in order to get it straight. That's what cops do. You're going to hear the discrepancies in his story compared to what actually happened on body
This one
cam.
was kind of strange. So I'm passing by, I see someone singing, so I was like, I'll dip in and check who it is. As I'm pulling in, he hides behind the pole. So I'm like, that's fucking strange. So obviously I need to talk to this guy. His business is closed.
Yeah.
I go talk to him, like, hey man. And he's like, am I being detained? I said, yes, you are. You're being detained.
Yeah.
And I asked him for ID. He said he doesn't have it. So he says, my ride's here. I'm going to leave. I said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And then I said, and that's why he was like, getting up to leave. And I pulled my taser out, and Drago started barking. I think he got a little worried, so he fucking started to comply then. But, so he's going to jail for resisting.
Where the hell's his ride?
That was his Uber right there. Oh. Apparently he works here, but, dude, he passed that point, and he's just trying to jump in that and leave.
Yeah. Is that his shit that's on the bench up here, too?
Uh-huh, yeah. I do believe that he works here. I mean, he looks like he's in workers' clothing, but I mean, he was going to try to dictate and tell me he was going to leave. So
Yeah,
I'm not playing that game. No, he's going to learn, fortunately, the hard way. So it's pretty clear and simple. And
LMP to begin with.
He was hiding behind the fucking pole, which dude, that was fucking strange because I've never seen someone like get up off the bench and hide. He left his shit there too.
That's weird.
There's like a tablet and stuff on the bench.
Yeah, he was hiding behind the pole when I saw him pull in. I don't know. And then I asked him, he's like, my ride's here, I'm gonna leave. I said, no, you're not, dude. I said, you're detained. And then he wouldn't fucking ID himself, so. Yeah, he's fucked. All right, face the car for me, bud. Don't lean against the car so hard. I gotta check your pockets. You got anything illegal on you that you shouldn't have? You are going to jail tonight. I was pretty clear with you and cool. You don't get to tell me that you're gonna leave, okay? I told you, you asked me if you were detained. I said yes, dude. And then you decided you just want to leave and do whatever the fuck you want. Are you gonna talk or? No? Okay. That's fine. What the fuck is this, a fake pocket?
Yeah.
Yep. You want them, what side you want them on? Take a seat.
Seatbelt.
What's that?
I was just asking about this seatbelt right here.
You don't want to have, you don't have questions for me? Do you understand why you're getting arrested?
I was just sitting there. I got.
Do you understand why you're getting arrested?
My lift came.
I'll pull this back so you don't get too hot.
No. Put my hoodie back on.
Nope. I don't want you to overheat back here, dude. So you don't want me to explain to you? You're good? I want to explain to you. I think I dictated a little bit what was going on. You look, it was very strange, dude. Closed business. I pull up, you're hiding behind the pole. So I get out with you, okay? I asked you to identify yourself, then you asked me to detain. I tell you you are detained, okay? Because loitering and prowling, I can investigate that. Although I'm not going to charge you with that, nor I'm going to go further in that. I asked you to identify yourself. If you fail to do that, I'm going to charge you with resisting, okay?
So the problem that I have with this one is that once he gets him handcuffed and he does this, he still hasn't read Miranda. Therefore, he has not conducted a proper loitering and prowling investigation. You have to afford the individual an opportunity to dispel any alarm or immediate concern by requesting identification and explaining their presence and conduct. Well, this is Officer Rippeon. He lied about me on some stuff. You might have seen that video. It'll be linked in the comments. But other than that, why does this guy go from 0 to 100? And don't worry, we've got a story coming up where this city, and it might even be this officer, did a pit maneuver on a vehicle on the railroad tracks.